Welcome to Smart Forum Builder. My name is Veena Prashant. I'm the creator of this plugin. Today, I'll take you behind the scenes to show you how easy it is to install SFB, get started with SFB, create your forums, set up different rules. The new community builder that we have added, the community menu builder that we have added is going to make it so easy for you to organize your community content in your community site. Let me take you behind the scenes to show you how you can do all of this in just a few minutes. So first of all, the way SFB works is that you have the feed section where people can post whatever they want, right? But you can decide which forums you want to allow them to post to, right? So you can create the forums, and I'll get to that in a second, but you can have some of the forums show up. If you don't want certain forums to show up, you can disable that. And also what they can post to depends on their access levels, what they're allowed to post to, what forums they have access to, and stuff like that. So this is the top section, right? Feed and community. And in the community, they will find all the categories, all the forums that you have. And this is going to look something like this, where, see, these are all the categories I have. These are the pinned posts. There's also a community lounge feature where it will show them all the latest posts, latest comments, and everything, right? So this is another option you have. And if you don't want it, you can turn this off. Whatever you don't want, you can turn it off in the backend. All right, so this is how the menu builder works in the backend. I'll show you that. But basically, top section has the feed and community. And then the second section is the dashboard section. This is like a custom menu section where you can add whatever you want, whatever links you want, whatever URL you want, whatever short codes you want it to render. All of that you can add here. And so you can add as many items as you want. This is what I have here. I have a course dashboard. I have a product dashboard. I have a group events calendar here. This is pretty awesome because we have another plugin, Smart Events Calendar, that integrates beautifully with SFB. So you can centralize everything through your community site. So all my group events are here. So my community members know that if they want to join a specific event, they can join from here. And if they don't have access, they can sign up for it from right here because of its integration with Smart Events Calendar. And then the leaderboard, this is another feature SFB has. If you want to showcase your leaders, people that are your points leaders, you can add gamification to get more people to engage. That works really well. I'm using it on my site. It works really well. So you can do that. And then messages, private message section where people can message each other. They can also message you. If you don't want it, you can disable this feature as well. So there are so many options. Everything is like custom option here, So, and also SFB integrates with several leading membership and course platforms. One of the integrations is with DAP, which is my membership plugin. And so all my courses and challenges that I have in DAP, I have created a dashboard here and I have entered the shortcode from DAP in this dashboard section. So it shows all the courses and challenges they have. DAP has a shortcode that allows me to display all the products and courses someone has. So I have inserted that shortcode right here in this custom menu. I'll take you behind the scenes to show you how to do this, right? Same thing with the product dashboard. I have created another shortcode in DAP to display just the products, not courses and challenges, but just the products. So, when you run a membership site, one question that comes up often is like, when someone signs up, where do I send them? How do I create a dashboard? How do I showcase all the stuff they have, the stuff they don't have? How can I upsell stuff? Right? This is a common question that comes up when someone runs a membership site. Now, if you use a membership platform such as DAP, it has a great member dashboard shortcode. It also allows you to configure what products you want to show, what courses you want to show. You can create as many versions of that shortcode as you want, each configured to show different things. That's what I have done. So in my case, one dashboard shortcode is configured to show just the challenges and courses I have in DAP. One is configured to show products. Another one is like a toolkit. So you can decide what you want to do. So you can check with your membership or LMS people, if they have a similar shortcode or whatever you're using currently, right? Even if they don't have a shortcode, if there is a page on your site where you can redirect them, you can do that, right? So this one is just a centralized place. So now there's no more confusion. You're running a membership site, you're running an LMS site from where you're running a site from where you offer courses, memberships, trainings, whatever, right? Now you don't have to figure out like, where do I send them? Always send them to your community site. This way, they will come there, they can access the dashboard. You can directly send them to the dashboard page in your community site. And once they are there, right, that's what you want because you want them to see it. And you also want them to engage with all the other stuff that you have in your community site. And what better way to do this than bring them here? They will come here for one thing, for content, and they will stick around because of the community experience. They will find all these other things that you have, all the other content, resources, and of course, forums, topics, and the whole community experience, right? So this is why everyone is moving towards a self-hosted community site. That's what I'm doing too. All right, so you can see this. So I'll show you how to build this. Now, the other section is like, now this section from here This is all the categories and forums and topics. The way we have organized it is you have categories at the top, you have forums, and then you have topics. You can add as many categories as you want for your business. Then under each category, you can add as many forums as you want. Each forum can be private or public. And then you can add as many topics, which are just like posts, like blog posts, right? But these are topics that are part of the forum, which means you can set up different privacy rules and who can read it, who can see it, right? So you can do all that stuff. So this is how it is organized. Most other community platforms, you'll only have like 2 levels. You can add a category and forum. That's it, right? But with SFB, you can add 3 levels. You can go another level deep where you can add categories, you can add forums, and under each forum, you can add multiple topics. And you can schedule it too. You can say this topic will be available on this date. You can do it based on date. So you can see here all of this. This is the category. These are the forums. And under each forum, there are topics, 1 or more topics. So for example, in the welcome forum, I only have like 1 topic. Under introductions, this is the place where people can post content. This is user-generated content because you want people to introduce themselves. So in this case, this one is multiple topics. Each is a topic. Each one is a topic. So you can decide in which forum you want to allow people to post content, right? Create content. And which forum only you as the admin, you will be the one who will be creating content, right? You can decide that and you can configure each forum differently, which is why I was saying SFB is so versatile, so many options. You want to keep it simple, you can keep it simple. But if you want to apply specific rules and specific privacy rules and who can see what, who can do what, and what view you want to show them, there are 3 different views here. You can see there's a list view, there's a grid view, there's a table view. You can decide what you want, right? And you can configure each forum differently. You're not going to find this level of customization options like you'll find in SFB. Again, you don't have to complicate it. You can keep it simple, but the options are there for you to use if you want to. All right, so this is how I have it. There's one more section that you can add below it. That's the resources section. I have not added the resources section here, but if you want to also add like custom resources and a list of all the resources, useful resources, you can add that too. Now let me quickly show you how you can easily get started with SFB. SFB is just like any other WordPress plugin. You can download it from our site, upload it to your site, activate the plugin. Once you activate it, you're going to find Smart Forum in the left side menu. Click on it and follow the steps. It's going to bring you here to the Getting Started page. And you can use this wizard to set up your community forums initially, right? So it makes it really easy to get started with SFB. Just follow the steps here. You can see you have categories, forums, and then topics, right? This is how it works. So next, here, give your community, this is a community slug, this is a URL. You can always change it later in the settings page. So it does not have to be perfect. You can always change it. So who do you want to bring together? Let's say online business owners. And community description, you can write whatever you want. The default is right here. You can update it. Is this a private community or public? You can set up whatever you want. In my case, it's a private community. And maintenance mode, if you want to activate the maintenance mode where you want to build your community stuff, but you don't want people to be able to access it yet, you can enable it. And once you're done, you can go to the settings page and disable the maintenance mode. Next, here you can set your brand colors and all this you can change later, so you don't have to worry about it now. You can upload a logo image as well. Again, all of this you can change later. And that's it. The last step is one-click setup. Click on this and it will help you set up your community site. So here you can see these are some pre-installed or predefined forums and topics that we have just to make it easy for you. So you don't have to figure it out initially, right? So you can just click to install. And you can always remove the ones you don't want, right? This just makes it easy so you can see how it looks. You can update it as needed, or you can remove it if you don't want it. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and create all of this. Just click on it and it will create it for you just within a second. That's it. This is done. Now you can go to the front end. You can see this is what it looks like by default. And these are the categories. You can see start here, announcements, questions, and spotlight. All of this you can update, remove as needed. It's all there for you just to make it easy for you to get started, give you some ideas. When you click on the welcome right here, you can see this one just has like one topic, and I have configured it directly to show the topic and not show the forums because there's no point in showing forums if you just have like one topic in it. So it directly shows the topic. It's all configurable in the backend, what you want to show. And you can see introductions. This one is user-generated content. You want people to introduce themselves, right? So it is configured where people can add content. They can add a topic. And this is the forum. It will show them a list of all the topics, all the introductions, people that have introduced themselves. It's going to show up here. And community guidelines, update it as needed. This is very important, right, for your community site. Update it as needed. Announcement section, you can use it. This one is the forum. These are the topics. Again, there are different views, whichever ones you like. You can use the view that you like. And upcoming events, if you want, you can show them. You can talk about all the events that are coming up, questions and spotlights. Definitely add a section for feedback. All of this is already here. And we might add more, update it, or remove some in future, but you have a great starting point to get started. This is how easy it is to get started with SFB. All you have to do is just go to the backend and update the content as needed for your community. It also comes with a registration page and a login page. SFB has everything. And you can also integrate it with your email platform. So when someone signs up, you can also add them to a list in your email platform, all the people that are signing up for your community site. You can do that too. What you can do is on your homepage, you can add a link to your community site, community registration page. You can create a registration page manually if you want, add a sign-up form there if that's what you want to do. There's also a community opt-in feature in SFB if you don't want anyone to get to your community site, they have to opt in and confirm if they want to be a part of your community. You can enable the community opt-in option. If you have a login page that allows people to log into WordPress on your site and you want to use that, you can also configure SFB to send to your custom login page. Similarly, registration, you can configure SFB to link this to a custom registration page. So you can start promoting your community site. Just create these basic forums, update it, and remove the ones you don't want. If you want to add a few more, add it and make it public. Go live with it. Let people know that go here, sign up, and these are the benefits of joining. You're going to get access to these resources for free as part of the community. Add all that. Now let me show you how you can reorganize this stuff in the back end, how you can add a custom navigation and update this left side menu based on what you want it to do. This is a backend community menu builder right here, community menu. And so just use the one-click setup to quickly install all your forums, and then you can come here, add whatever you want, remove whatever you want. This is the dashboard at the top, and then the feed and community is below it. In a future update, we are going to allow you to move this entire section above the dashboard right from here, from the builder. But right now, if you want to do that, you can just go to menu settings, and you can say display feed and community below the top menu or above. See, by default, it's set to yes, but you can change it to no. Now what will happen? See, this moves to the top. This moves to the top. So you can reorganize it that way. But everything else you can just drag and drop, like the categories and forums and everything, right? This one you can simply drag and drop. If you want to move this down, just move it like this. Move it up, move it like that. That's it. This is how easy it is, this section. And as I mentioned, you can add resources. I didn't add any custom resources. I don't have any on my site, but if you want to add custom resources, click on add more links, and you can add custom resources here. You can see you can choose menu type. It could be URL, shortcode, or any text content, any resources, give it a name, and it's going to show in the left side menu. You can see how it looks, and you can update it as needed. You can add multiple resource links using this option. This is the feed menu in the front end. You can see there's nothing really to update here. SFB is going to show the latest one at the top, and the latest one is not just based on when it was created, but based on the latest comment, which one was active the latest, right? So that's what is going to show at the top. People can click on it to like or comment. It will take them to the post where they can do that, all right? So community, this one, you can see here, there's really not much to do here. This one also, SFB will automatically show in the front end. Now let's look at the dashboard here. So you can click on this ... here to see the options. These are the 4 menu items under the dashboard right now. You can see I have disabled the activity home, another feed, private feed for your users. If you want, you can enable it. Member directory, messages, and profile. Member directory will allow people to see a list of all the people in the community. And so great way to connect with each other, right? So member directory and messages is for private messaging. And if you don't want the private message option, you can turn it off. You can just turn it off like this right here, right? So now say that member directory, you want to update the name or something, right? Click on edit, you can change the name, open in a new tab, all that setting, right? Custom menu, whatever you want, you can do here. And messages, for example, edit, messages, it's called messages, open in a new tab. If you want to add one more to the dashboard, right? Click on plus, give it a name, menu type, URL or shortcode, and enter the URL if it's URL. If it's a short code, enter the short code, give it a slug and enter the short code right here. That's it. It's going to render the short code right in place when they click on it. It's really powerful. You can do so many different things with it. This is the top menu, like the feed community dashboard. This is the middle section of the menu, categories and forums, and the bottom section is the resources section. Start here is the category name. If you want to add a new category, you can go to forum categories and add one. It's all very easy to understand. You can see here there's a forum categories page, forums page, topics page. So you can see here, this is the category. These are the forums. If you want to add a new forum under this category, just click on the plus next to the category, give it a name, title, and enter the content. You can do it from here if you want. It's that easy to build it, right? So this is how you can build out your community site. You can see how it looks visually from the back end. Makes it really easy for you to build it, right? There's no confusion how it's going to look because you can see it as you build it. Now, if you want more detailed, like I said, it's really easy. You can keep your community site simple, easy, and this is how you can do it. You can just go to the community builder, build out your community site. But if you want to configure certain things, add rules and stuff like that, then you can also do it. There are so many options. Let's start with the forums page. So this is the forums page. These were the ones that were created by SFB. See all of this. If you want to deactivate, you can simply deactivate just by doing this, just by clicking on this switch, and it will no longer show in the front end. Well, let me click on this welcome forum for a second. Let me show you how it works. So this is the content. You can update it here. Short title, this is the one that shows in the menu, not the long one. The short one is what's going to show in the left side menu. You can add whatever you want here. So configure error messages. This is really useful. If you have a private forum that's only available based on specific rules, you can show them an error message if they are not eligible. And you can decide what error message to show. By default, the global error message shows. If you want forum specific, you can do that. So you can show them different messages, not logged in members, different messages. If you have a paid product and they don't have that product, so they're not able to access it, you can let them know here's why you're not able to access it. This is how you can get access to this product. And once they buy it, they will instantly get access. Towards the right, you can set up the rules. First thing is like category, assign each forum to a category. This is already assigned to the start here. The welcome forum is assigned. Permission, you can set up your privacy rule. Is it a public forum or private forum? If it's a private forum, you can set up several different types of rules. Currently, it's only showing these 5 systems. That's because I don't have like WooCommerce, or I don't have other plugins like LearnDash or MemberPress, whatever. I don't have those plugins active. I don't even have DApp here, which is why it's not showing me all those options. But whatever platform you want to integrate with, if SFB has an integration with it, if you have activated that here in your WordPress site, it's going to show here. And you can select that. For example, say that you want to do Smart Quiz Builder, which is my quiz plugin. You want to integrate it with SFB, and only those that have completed the quiz or have gotten a certain score, only they will be able to access it. You can do that too, right? And you can say you have to get at least 80 out of 100 to be eligible to access this forum. You can restrict access based on their score. So it's a great reward or incentive for them to do it and see if they made it, right? If they got access to it, it's a great challenge for them. So there are so many different options. We also have great gamification option, very unique to SFB, where you can say, they will only be able to access this forum if they have specific minimum number of points. And this will only work if you have integrated SFB with MemberPress, which is a free gamification plugin. If you have integrated it with that and you have set up your rules, then you will be able to allow them access to the forum based on points, right? So this is how it works. If you scroll down a little bit, you can see all these options are here. You can configure whatever you want. And you can see, can user add topics? No, because in the welcome message, I only want the admin to be able to add the message and users are not allowed. So that's the option, right? And user created topic approvals. When users create topics, you want to approve it manually or you want it to be auto-approved. You can set that. If there is just one topic in a forum, what do you want to show first when they enter? And if there are multiple topics in a forum, what should be the view, right? What do you want to show them? So as you can see, there's so many options. Commenting, if you don't want, you can turn it off. Order of the topics, which it is displayed in the forum listing. You can say, I want to show it based on the listing that I set up in the topics page, or you can say based on the latest one. This is the topics page, all right? This is where you can create as many topics and assign it to a forum. So category, create the categories first. When you create the forums, assign it to a category. When you create the topics, assign it to a forum, right? You're creating topics, but that will be part of a forum. So when you're creating topics, for example, this one, you can see towards the right, it is assigned to this specific forum. You can change it easily, but this has to be assigned to a forum. These are the topics. This is how it works. All right, so you can see here, this is my site. I have a forum which is called as What's on My Mind, right? And here you can see I have assigned it to the announcement section category. And here you can see forum rules public, which means my entire community site is private, which means you have to register in order to log in and see anything. But if you have registered, I don't need you to do anything else. You should be able to see this, right? So forum privacy rule is set to public, not private. So what you can do is you can say that certain forums are private forums. It's only available, for example, to your VIP members or your platinum members or someone who has purchased a specific course or a product or challenge. You can set it to private. Here you can see I use DAP as my membership plugin on my community site. And so you can set up different rules. So this one is available to anyone as long as they have registered. Let me show you another one where I'm using rules to prevent access. So recently I launched a challenge, a 3-month content challenge. And you can see this is the one, 3-month content challenge. And this is only available to those that have signed up for this challenge. So how am I doing this? You can see on the right, I have set this up as a private forum. Integration rules, I have integrated it with my membership platform. Like I said, SFB integrates with several platforms. The ones it's going to show is based on what you have here active in your WordPress site. So I have DAP active, so it's showing DAP. So when you click on this, you can see I have said only those that have this product, only they can access this. So anyone else who tries to access it, what will happen to them? So what I want is if someone has access, they will see all of this content, right? They will see everything here I have here. But if they don't have it, what should happen to them? In that case, I want to show them an error message, right? You can see configure error messages. I am saying use forum level setting. I want to show them a specific error message. I'm not using global setting because I want to customize this message. So not logged in message. They're not logged in and try to access this. They will see. But in my case, it doesn't really matter because they have to be logged in order to access the community site. I don't allow not logged in members to see it, not logged in people to see it, right? But this is the most important thing. When they're logged in, because my community site is already logged, meaning they have to be registered. But even if they have registered, they won't be able to get to it unless they have purchased this product. So if they're logged in but don't have access, what do you want them to see? I want them to see this. And see, this is a message they are going to see. So let me show you this in the front end, what it's going to look like. All right, you can see here I'm logged in, but I don't have access to it. So I'm not able to access the content. It shows me this message, and this is the message you can configure. In the backend, when they click on join the challenge, I send them to the sales page where they can sign up for it. As soon as they sign up, they will be able to unlock instant access to this forum. That's it for now. There are so many options, endless options. I can go on and on, but I don't want it to make it a really long video for you. But as you can see, SFB is very powerful, at the same time really easy, simple, and easy to use. You can add as many options as you want, configure, customize it based on your specific needs. And the number of customization options, you're not going to find it with any other community platform. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I look forward to your feedback. And let me know if you have any other questions. And be sure to check out smartforumbuilder.com. Be sure to check it out and see if it's for you. And also be sure to join my community site at community.smartforumbuilder.com. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye for now.